There is only one thing that you can do to escape eternal punishment. And even though it doesn't get the job done, it's the only thing you could have done. And that's to have a total oblivion as to where one has thought to break the law to another human being, which means to have a blackout. To be as someone who's forgotten their thought life, to escape those thoughts of treachery, to flee from the scene of the crime. A lot of human beings thought if they had a blackout right before I died, that they would escape the punishment for having compromised the laws of science. Human race. The reason why the thoughts you're going to hell for are about 1 second is because the universe despises you. Sun is a 1 second thought, and it turns to sin. Having a body part outside of you maintains the possibility for failure. The navel is a 1 second thought. You cannot sever a daily connection as the only way for a child to live, only to connect it to the same thing you disconnected. 1 second thought. Floor turns into flood. Wet floor turns into melt roof. Flesh turns into something you should flush. You don't dig for your fecal matter in the toilet, you get rid of it. The universe manufactured poo, and you flush it down the toilet. The universe manufactured flesh, and you should flush it forever. We should not, which means don't reproduce. Flesh turns into don't reproduce. Get rid of, but don't make any more of it. Those are 1 second thoughts. But the main reason why everyone's going to suffer on planet Earth is nothing more than this. I have never sinned, to my knowledge, to another human being as the broken laws of science. And because I am currently electrocuted and decomposed, that is the ticket for everyone to suffer. If an innocent person can suffer in a lifetime, that's why y'all are going to suffer. How many of you thought you had it all figured out? You're going to forget about what you did. You're going to have a blackout. You're going to be shallow-minded. You're going to not pay attention to it. You're going to do the damages to turn your back. You had so many ideas. Even this heaven is trying hard to save people from the punishment. Well, Nikki, how do you not know that they're like sleeping? You know, what if I'm carrying their bodies since everyone's doing consolidated reality? Since everyone's acting crazy and flamboyant, how do you know that they're doing the crime? What if they're just looking but they're not doing anything? What if I'm just carrying them? It doesn't matter. First of all, have they seen the sun? Anyone who's seen the sun can burn in hell if you didn't think it was dangerous. If you thought that was a normal eye to have, motherfucking eye that burns your flesh, an eye that electrocutes you, that's like saying you're, motherfucker, need I say more? Fire outside of you that never dies, that's not dangerous to you? The animal kingdom's not dangerous? If you've ever seen this heaven, this projection, this earth, this planet, this stuff, you can burn in hell for all of eternity if you thought it was acceptable for someone to be here. Anyone who thinks it's okay to be on earth can burn. But you know the greatest reason why? I suffered. That's why you all can. Everyone's reason for using my life is, you did it too, you did it too. There was a time when you was doing this. I'm like, and there's a time when I suffered electrocution. That's why, human race. So next time you try and hide, the next time you try and protect yourself from punishment, always remember, you said that you could use FDA because I once sat in a restaurant and ate food. Well, you could burn for all of eternity because there was a time when I burned and I had not done anything to be burning. There was a time when I suffered. And since I didn't use FDA thereafter and you kept using it over and over again, you like to do things for the long haul. So I suffered in a lifetime so you could suffer forever. I ate at a restaurant so you could misuse my body parts, right? And you left no time and space for it. Well, since you always wants to do the things I do, I got something for you. And that's melt roof. That's the reason each and every one of you are going to suffer. You like copying off me, don't you? Well, that's just something to add to your copy list. Electrocution for all of eternity. That's why y'all are going to suffer. You cannot hide, blackout, sleep, or dream, nothing. If I all of a sudden started suffering and I had not done anything to deserve it, so shall it be to all of humanity.